There we go, and we're
There
recording.
you go. Now we're
I'm
on.
pretty sure I might have like freaking 12 minutes left on this daggum Zoom chat.
Yeah, they only last like what, like an hour?
um,
My
I,
wife
I
used to use
believe
Zoom,
I
but
believe they're supposed to last like half an hour if you are on the free trial. But the first time that I tried using Zoom, we just used it, and it says, hey, it's your first time using it. You can keep making content. You can, use it for as long as you want. I'm like,
never
ooh,
turn it off.
I didn't.
Just
I
leave it
left.
on.
I left it on, and unfortunately, it decided to shut itself off after
It's like, no,
40.
you're abusing your power. You got to go.
Yeah, it did. It did. It lasted an extra 40 minutes with nobody here. But I think that actually tricked the software of some kind, because the following stream I had streamed for like an hour, and then the one after that was like 2 hours and 45 minutes. But then they caught up with me, and I had to do like I think 4 or 5 30-minute Zoom chats last night.
I seen you kept posting Zooms. I was like, dude, is he ever gonna stop streaming? I
No,
was like, it's been like hours, man.
Yes, like 3 hours. 3 hours, we're just freaking shooting the shit. People would come on, like, "Hey, welcome,"
Right.
And
Yeah,
we
'cause,
just,
I missed the group chat last night because I was at work.
yeah.
So I haven't
Well,
I haven't watched it yet because I just got home from the bank and everything, and I seen you were on, and I was like, I guess I'll join.
all right. Well, I appreciate you being here.
Messing around.
I appreciate you being here.
No problem.
Yeah. Until you showed up, I had this time set up. I'm Unfortunately, it's going to be a short recording since we forgot to start recording earlier and nobody was here. But also, I got to get out of here by 9 so that I can go run some errands.
It's like
My
9. I forgot you live in California. I was like, dude, it's like 11 o'clock. you're a little late.
No, you're Central Time Zone. I'm not.
Yeah.
It's like,
And it gets Raven because he's always like, oh, like 8 o'clock. And I'm like, 7 o'clock? Like, can we do like 9 o'clock your time and 8 o'clock my time?
Yeah. So yeah, until you had shown up, I was just working on my bearded dragon drawing
Nice.
for the comics, and I said it in the other stream. I haven't posted that one yet. I have to put the videos together.
Right.
But like I'm just doing a regular sketch and freaking cheap ass ballpoint pen to get these drawings out out there. But yeah, I had to
G2
search.
life, man.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if you use G2s, but G2's really awesome. They can't hear you, sweetie.
G2s. Hi, sweetheart.
G2.
Those are gel pens, right?
Kinda, yeah. It's the only pen I've ever used. I fell in love with them in high school, and I've never stopped using them since. Like,
do they smear?
They will if you touch it immediately.
Yeah. See,
Yeah, it's like a gel pen. So I mean, come on, baby, stop.
That looks like some delicious candy.
Yeah, I got tons of it, dude.
Yeah.
We had a brand new neighborhood put up next to us.
Oh yeah.
Went there for trick or treating this year, and each kid walked out with a Walmart sack full of candy.
A Walmart sack full of candy. Holy crap.
Yes. It's all cheap candy, though. So nothing really good. There was only like a handful of Reese's.
Oh, yeah. Like Reese's are like Reese's, peanut M&Ms, and
They had peanut butter M&Ms this year.
yeah, I saw that. My daughter was trying to share those with me, and I'm like, okay, I'll try it. And I'm like, it doesn't beat the peanut M&Ms. The peanut M&Ms are the king out of all the M&Ms.
Frozen peanut M&Ms.
Because then I can put that chocolate shell on the M&Ms after I put them on my ice cream. I can just drizzle it all over. And instead of having wet chocolate on warm M&Ms, the whole thing's frozen over. It's great. I love it.
I freeze all my chocolate. I don't know what it is. I like my Reese's frozen. I like my chocolate bars frozen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. My wife hates it, but it's how I keep my candy safe. I put my candy in the freezer.
Yeah, because then they can't go.
And my wife won't eat it. She's like, oh, I don't like frozen candies. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
good.
frozen.
That's
It's
why
fine.
it's in there. That's why it's in there, because otherwise you'll eat my shit.
Where did all those Reese's go? I don't know.
Exactly.
That's what I said. That's what I said one day. We had like the bag of Reese's, and
Yeah.
they were all gone when I came home. And I said, where did they all go? Oh, I ate them all. The whole bag? Well, yeah. No. No.
It's like I was saving that for my freaking movie dessert. What the hell?
I was saving that for when I got off of work. Nope.
Oh, speaking of nope, my daughter absolutely loves like DC TV and like the music on the intro, especially the outro.
My 3-year-old watches it all
Like
every day. I feel bad sometimes because sometimes he gets a little vulgar.
yeah,
But it ain't nothing that she hasn't heard come out of my mouth. So
yeah. Yeah.
Well, baby. No, baby, I'm having an interview right now. Yeah, after I'm done. Okay.
She's such a sweetheart.
Yeah, she's my Peter lover. So, like, I don't know if you were there the night everybody was getting out of the car, and I was talking to my daughter on the phone, and she's like, "Who are you with?" And I was on speaker. She goes, "Is that PETA?" And it was like me, Hafid.
It was the last night we were all there, wasn't it?
I think it was the last time we were all there. I don't.
Yeah.
That whole that night kind of ran together.
That night ran together. That is how Sundrop was born.
We were all tired, and everyone's always like, oh, like what, like Sundrop? How did that come up? And I said, oh yeah, I forget that there was only like 5 of us there when that happened. I was like, yeah, it was, me, Grandmaton, Corgi, Datalord, and Hafid were all in his truck. I was talking to Raven about it the other night. And he goes, how did that happen? And I said, dude, we drove to 3 different stores to find this stupid Sundrop. And he goes, you're kidding. I don't kid. I was like, but hey, it made for a great ending night of the trip.
It did. It totally made the night. And
I was tired that next morning, but
yeah.
I can sleep when I'm dead.
Seriously, no kidding, man. Freaking grinding nonstop. Like I realized after I quit and I stopped working on my computer yesterday that I had literally been on my computer all day. I took my kids to school. I came home, sat at the computer all day. Freaking this chair does not have a lot of quality cushion. Okay, my ass.
I bought a comfy chair just for that reason.
Yep.
So I know. They're like, I have like I think it's like a Serta. It's a Serta chair. Like I have like memory foam on my butt.
Yeah.
And it is fantastic. But it gets really warm. So if I'm sitting in it for too long, like right now, I can feel the heat radiating on my back. Not quite digging that.
Yeah. So it sounds to me like comfy. You need to have like just change out the memory foam every once in a while.
I think I paid like 90 something bucks for this one.
Yeah.
And the one above it was like the same thing, but the back of the chair had like little holes in it to let it breathe, and I didn't get that one, and I should have bought it.
Yeah, that's the kind of
it would have helped to help it breathe and not stay so hot.
But,
oh well.
Yeah, but when you're grinding on a freaking computer for so damn long, you're gonna have freaking butt sores if you don't get up and freaking move around.
I get up every 20-30 minutes or so. I'll get up, and even if I don't got to do anything, I'll like walk to the other room and then walk back, because you have to.
Yeah, you gotta get some circulation going on.
Yeah, if I had a standing desk, I would totally do it. I used to have one on my old job, and I loved it.
Yeah,
it's a pain standing, for 8 hours in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But you do it anyway, so what's the difference? It's just that you stand still. You just got to make sure that you move more frequently, so that way you don't hurt your knees.
I would not mind a standing desk so long as I had a tall and very comfortable chair that I can sit down and keep on going. Because
if you have to, have you seen those desks? The ones that they rise up with you.
No, I have not.
Dude, the thing was crazy. Like you sit there, like here's your desk, and then like you just like pull it, and it lifts. The whole desk lifts up with you. And then if you want to sit down, you just pull the desk down, and everything comes back down.
Oh, nice.
It's crazy. They are really expensive, but
I'm sure it's definitely not
very,
IKEA.
it's very, very functional. Especially like in like a workplace setting. You know,
All
they're
right.
they're they're made for like workplaces, cubicles and stuff like that. For people that are there, 10 hours of their day sitting on their butt.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to do that.
I see. Yeah. I have a nice solid oak desk that my wife had had it given to her as part of a thank you because she's a caregiver, and it belonged to her client, and her client passed away, and his daughter said, "Here, I want you to have this." We got she gave us quite a few things as a thank you, but also just to get it out of the way, you know. But obviously, they kept the things that they were most sentimental about, and the stuff that they were
Right.
just going to put at a yard sale because they had no room for it personally. They
Oh yeah.
gave us, first, hey, here, if there's anything that you want, please take it. At least we'll know it's going to a family that will take care of it, and not
Right.
just some stranger, at our yard sale.
Right. Yeah. It was before I moved into here, because this is a trailer. It was a double wide. It's all right.
Nothing wrong with that. I lived in a
It's
triple wide before,
I wish, dude. I
and
wish. Like right here is the living room, and like right there, like right behind this wall behind me is one of my kids' rooms, my other kid room, and then my room in the back. Like this is like the central hub. I can see everybody's room from my room, which I kind of like because I can keep an eye on everything and I can see everything from where I am at the majority of all the times. It's just how I am anyway. I like to see what's going on.
I miss
Like
my
whenever,
grandpa's single wide.
oh yeah, I like single wides, man, but not with 3 kids.
Not with 3 kids, unless it's like
Not with 3
a
kids.
vacation home, which that was the case for us. We had
Maybe if they were older and we'd have toys. Toys is the hard factor, man.
Yeah,
You got to have all the room for those.
Yeah, that's what the garage shed outside's for.
That shed is full.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You keep the lawnmower, tools. Because I used to have a stop. I had a house with a garage before I moved here. But it was my grandparents' old house.
Yeah.
And they were getting real sick, and they lived in Eufaula, so they were driving from Eufaula to like Norman more than like 3 times a week for doctor's appointments. And they were like, and it was their house, and I was like, I mean, I kind of want to move to a better side of the area anyway.
Yeah.
If y'all can please come here. And I was like, I hate for y'all driving, 3 times a week from Eufaula. It's like an hour and a half away. They drive like an hour and a half 3 times a week, and they're 70 years plus. Like they don't need to be driving. They don't need to be doing that. So it was nice, but it's okay. It's okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah, we're gonna be moving by the end of the year.
Where to?
End of next year. And one of my leases up here. I'm gonna move. I don't know yet. We're trying to decide if what's gonna be the lesser of 2 evils. Like I pay.
Well, don't come to California. I'm gonna tell you that
God,
right
no.
now.
I'm gonna stay in Oklahoma. I have 3 kids here. I have 3 kids and a baby mama. So I can't. I'm grounded here. I can't leave.
Yeah.
Which is okay. I mean, there's not much to do here, but it could be worse.
Definitely. It definitely could be worse.
I could live in California.
That is worse.
I could live in California. But yeah, we're trying to decide whether, because we live in like a good school district is what we were aiming for.
Yeah.
Because schools suck in Oklahoma, and it's you got to find a good school district. So we found a good school district, but we're paying a lot more than we wanted to, especially for a trailer. I pay almost $1,000 a month for a double wide trailer. Okay. It's not.
That's insane.
It's doable, but it's not right. You know what I mean? Like I could live in a house with a garage for $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
So I mean,
out here, that's pretty much a little under the going rate. I think 1,200 for a double wide is what they're doing right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but we're trying to decide, because if we want to stay in the good school district, we're going to be paying higher rent.
Yeah.
You know, and all that good stuff. But if we move to a less great area, back south side of Oklahoma City, which is where I grew up.
Yeah.
And which I always say to myself, oh, I'm going to get out of south side. I'm going to get out of south side. But I always go back to south side. I don't know why. Something about south side. You know, and their houses are cheaper, but the schools are crap.
Yeah.
But we've been looking into putting, next year my 3-year-old starts school. So we're looking into like, yeah. So we're looking into like maybe private school, like where my wife went. She was in private school all her life. She never went to public school.
Okay.
So we might go private school route, and then just live in a cheaper area. Find a cheaper house with a garage.
Nice.
We found like a 4-bedroom house a week ago. 4-bedroom, single car garage, and they only wanted like $875 a month for 4 bedrooms.
Yeah.
I was like, shoot, I could have an office. I don't gotta be in my living room with the masses while I'm working.
There you go.
So, I don't know.
So here's something that I've been talking with everybody that came on the show.
What's up?
A couple of different subjects. One is when you talk to people about crypto. Like, I assume that you are talking with people about crypto. Like,
yes, sir.
Okay, I'm not talking about preaching the gospel or anything, but like if you're making the case for crypto, what are your favorite types of news articles that you refer to, or news bits? Like for me personally, it's like, I'll use examples about Bank of America, J.P. Morgan Chase, Goldman and Sachs, and Walmart, Amazon, Facebook. But that's just me, and
right.
In video gaming, I'm trying to get into video gaming. I'm curious to hear what are the examples that people love to use when they're talking about crypto and its case for adoption is coming. Do you have anything in particular that you love to reference?
Let's see. Well, I mean, I will send anybody, like my friends, I send them to Crypto Yum quite often, because it's a great place to find everything that I need to talk about. All in one great place. And kind of talk to them about mining, because I mine. That's how I got started.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I started, and it's like kind of like, oh well, you could, like I talked to my mom about it, and she doesn't understand Bitcoin. She understands the fundamentals of it, but she doesn't understand it. You know what I mean? Like,
makes sense.
Truly doesn't understand. But she's old fashioned, like I tried to explain to my buddy the other day. He's like, because I just don't understand how people are gonna, adopt this. And I said that it's a very good point. It's a lot harder for older generation. No offense, Grandma Tom.
Did you just call me old? Dude, it's only my body that feels that way. It's like,
okay, throw it away. Throw your trash away in the trash can. Kind of like, not that I'm saying you're old, but like the older generation has that mindset of, use the banks. Like my mom refuses to pay for anything online. Refuses. She will not buy anything online unless it like links to like, oh, no, you're not eating more candy. I'm sorry, sweetie. You've had like 3 pieces. No, I'm not telling you. I did not tell you one more. Good try. Um, that's
that's typical. You know, he's like, you said. It's like, no,
right.
no, don't say
Good
that I
try.
did.
You know, like mom hates paying for things online. My grandma will not pay for anything online.
Yeah, exactly. Smart.
She will drive her happy little butt to the store to pay her bills. You know, she won't pay for anything using a credit card. She won't pay for it online. That's just it's how it's that mindset. You know, that's how you were raised.
Yeah.
She, you know, this newer technology is new to her. It's not that she doesn't care, but she doesn't want to learn because it's too much.
It is quite daunting when you think about it, and I think that is obviously the strongest case, in my opinion, for why I think yen is going to actually be the catalyst for the next bull run. I mean, if we have experts saying that there's going to be an 18-month freaking bear market, I'm like, bring it. I love this bear market. You know,
I'm down for it, man.
That gives me
my wife's not so happy about it. But, you know.
Well,
I went from DCAing every Friday. Now I DCA every other Friday because it's easier.
Yeah.
When I get my paycheck, DCA.
Mm-hmm.
Easier that way. Easier that way for me.
Too.
Yeah, I was doing it every week at first, but then it's just life happens. A lot of unexpectancies happen, so I try not to put myself in that situation where I'm like, what do? I don't have any money, so I try not to do that to myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I showed my mom yen the other day. And
what'd you think? What'd you think?
She likes Facebook, but she just hates everything. It's just like there and like very accessible to everybody. And I said, well, that's kind of the internet.
It's like, well, what'd you think, Mom?
I mean, she's like, well, she asked me a question. She goes, well, what if like someone like gets yen, like hacks into yen and gets your information? I said, I mean, one, yen doesn't hold any of our funds. It's all on Coinbase. Yen is just a tool. I was like, it's like a third layer solution. That's kind of how I was trying to put it to her so she can understand it.
Mm-hmm.
It's our second layer solution. Oh, it's the third.
Either way, they've integrated, seamlessly the ability to purchase from a more friendly user experience.
Yeah, but she's always been about that life. Like, she's like, oh, well, what if they take your information and stuff? And I was like, if they want your information, they're gonna get it regardless. I mean,
if they want your information,
they want it. They're gonna get it.
They will dig through your trash if they have to.
Yeah, it's inevitable these days.
Yeah.
You can do everything in your power to stop it from happening, but it can still happen.
Mm-hmm. Even the most careful people who change their passwords on a scheduled basis.
Yep.
A new password every 6 months, a new password every month, doesn't freaking matter.
Yep.
There are people can build a software algorithm that can freaking tap into
There's always someone smarter than you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Always.
Yep. And that's the crazy thing is
I've tried to get my mom into it, but she just doesn't. She doesn't understand too much.
Mm-hmm.
I talked her into buying a mining rig. I said, if you don't understand it, you can just put a mining rig in the laundry room and just let it go to work for you. She goes, well, yeah, we can look into that. And I was like, all right, cool. So she said when taxes come in, she's going to look into getting a mining rig. Hopefully that's not a terrible time.
Hey, you know what?
For not for crypto, but for like GPUs in general.
Yeah.
Wait until March of next year.
Yeah, that's the downside of.
You never know what can happen.
That's the downside of using your tax return for your investments instead of trying to dollar cost average into it while you have the time.
Like I bought my first mining rig actually both of them when I had my taxes.
Mm-hmm.
But I already had parts from my old gaming PC that was. I'm not sharing my headphones. Not right now, baby. Not right now. Oh, you can look in 1 minute, okay?
I'm looking.
Okay, you can watch all you want. I bought it with my tax returns.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's a wise use of tax returns, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I invested not majority of my tax, but like a quarter of it. I invested it. My wife fucking lost her mind, but
Hello.
she Rolos, gross, it's disgusting.
This video brought to you by Rolo.
It's good timing, sweetie. All right, go put your Rolos up. Go put your Rolos back in there. Yeah. But like I invested it, so it's not like I didn't really like lost much money, even though we're in a bear market.
Mhm.
And when I joined the Bitcoin pub and everything back in February of this year.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I'm still fairly new. I've known about crypto for a while. It was actually a buddy of mine that sold 3 Bitcoin back in January that really caught my attention. He sold 3 and they were about 20 grand. So he made about 60 grand.
Yeah.
I remember when he bought it, he spent less than $100 and he made 60 grand. He just paid for a house here in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
He's 26 years old.
That's incentive for
And
anyone.
I was like, man, I seen him and I said, man, he talked to me about it back when we were first looking into it back in high school.
Should have
I was
listened.
like, I should have listened. I should listen to my computer teacher. That's what we had a discussion about it in computer class.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was back when it first started. I graduated in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
So it was being talked about, but nothing really had happened yet. So I was like, I don't know. And then, the next year or two, my buddy bought some, and he was like, "You need to get some, man. You need to get some." I was like, "Nah, I'll be fine." I think at that time I just had my son, so I was kind of trying to figure out the new dad life.
Yeah.
And I just let it slip through my fingers, man, and here I am. 6 years later, I'm like, I wish I would have listened to myself.
Wish I listened to my computer teacher.
Yeah, right. But I mean, what are you gonna do? I'm not gonna beat myself up over it. It's
No, of course not.
every day is a new day. But I got in February, so prices were high. I think I bought my first Bitcoin at not full Bitcoin, but partial Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It was like 10.5, about 10,500 is when I started buying my first, and here we are now. Like 6,300.
Yeah.
And back when I first did it, I would look at my profile like every day, man. I always
negative.
I love to watch it, and I was like, I wasn't negative then. Really negative now.
Yeah.
And it was like right before the meetup. My wife was like, "Why don't you ever look at your portfolio anymore?"
Because it depresses me.
And I said, "Because you don't want to look at my portfolio."
No, like my
portfolio. Is it that bad? And I said, "It's good.
No,
we're fine.
No,
we're not broke. It's okay."
I got into crypto May of last year, and I didn't. And then and it was on a friend's project. He said, "Hey, I'm building a crypto," So, and then I was like, "Okay, well, now that I'm in the game, I should probably learn what the hell's going on." So I took that 6 months of last year to study and learn. And
put that candy up. Stop stealing candy.
And then I jumped in and actually started investing in crypto actively back in January. And my crypto of choice was Icon. I was looking at the total coins versus all the other ones, and then the current price, and then the platform of what they were doing and where they were going. And I was just like, what? I think Icon is definitely the better bet, the better investment, the better company. Take your pick. And so I was dollar cost averaging into that, starting at like $3.50, and now we're down to like what, 63 cents. And like the tax return before, I had actually spent on books. And so I was reading Tony Robbins' Unshakable. And, in that book, I had learned very strongly that bear markets are absolutely nothing to fear. As a matter of fact, in a bear market, I get happy and excited. And so even though I see my my value going down, supposedly, I get excited when I see that. I get happy, I get greedy. I get, like I tingle in the podgies, freaking crypto shark comes out and he starts smelling that blood. I just want to buy more. I'm like, oh yes, 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 yes.
That's what my wife was like, oh man, is it not like scared you away, that it's like dropping like this? And I said, no. I said, stocks drop all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody bat an eye at that.
Same thing.
I was like, it was like a week ago. I was looking at the all chart, for Bitcoin,
Mm-hmm.
since it started, and I was showing her. I was like, I want you to understand this. I was like, it's not. It looks bad now. I said, but look at this same time every year,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see it's down every time this time of year. About November, December, you see it start climbing every year, except for that 2014 and 15.
I think it was yeah.
It was really bad, and it was like really bad, and you saw no action for almost those 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and she goes, well, what if that happens now? And I said, I hope, please let it happen now. She goes, well, I want good returns from this. And I said, if you get 2 years like this, you'd have fantastic returns. But that's hearsay.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I can't speak for the future. Like I was talking to Mackenzie whenever we were at the meetup.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, give me your take on, buying Bitcoin in this market. And I was like, I buy it anyway. What if it drops $3,000? I'll buy more.
Great. That would make me freaking cool.
Well, why would you do that? And I said, because it's only gonna go up. I said, I believe in it. I could care less what the price is.
If it drops $3,000, it's like a massive Black Friday sales event. I mean, everybody goes absolutely nuts at Walmart on Black Friday sales event trying to get some good freaking Christmas gifts. And it's like, but you don't freaking get greedy about your stocks or your crypto or your real estate. It's like everybody panics the fuck out when things go down. It's like things operate in a cycle. They always go up, they always go down, and they're on an upward trend. If it's on
a clock, dude.
Yeah.
It always comes back around.
It's like, do you get scared when
it doesn't stop down at 6?
Going from 1 to 5?
I would freak out if the clock started doing that. I'm like, what's happening? Something's wrong. But I think I bought my first icon and it was like $6.
Mm-hmm.
Pull it up right here.
Yeah, I'm aiming for that master node. I'm about
April. April was the first time I bought Icon. It was in April.
Okay.
First time I bought Bitcoin was in February. So it took me two months to buy into. I started buying alts about a month and a half, 2 months after. Yeah. At first, it was just straight Bitcoin, and it was Tron. I'm like, fuck.
Well, I have I have a few other that I bought into. I bought Substratum. I also bought a couple.
Put that back. You're gonna break it.
That I figured would be fairly decent. Have decent shots at being potential moon coins.
Like I had a total of 9 coins.
Yeah.
DCAing 9 coins, I think. Not all of them I'm DCAing currently.
I've got 5.
I bought some, like Tron. I stopped. I hit a big bag. I stopped.
Yeah.
I stopped doing IOTA. I haven't put anything back in IOTA. Lisk, Loopring. I haven't put anything in those 3. I've heard no news, no good news.
Seriously, and DCTV covers the most news out of everybody. It's like they're never mentioned.
I follow, DCTV. How I found DCTV was Crypto Love. He did an interview with Peter, right around the time I was getting into crypto, and I watched the interview and I said, this guy is where I need to be.
Mm-hmm.
Went to his channel, I started watching all his videos, and I said,
Yeah, Crypto Love was
I
actually
was-
part of the Bitcoin pub for a while.
I think he still is.
I don't see
He
him.
just doesn't. He doesn't post. He doesn't post anymore.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's
he
what I
used to
said for a
be
while.
part of it. Yeah,
Mhm.
but he's doing his own thing now, and I don't blame him.
Hey,
But,
you know what? When you got too much in the day, you know, something's got to go. And you know what?
Right. And now he's working with a Crypto Crow.
Yeah,
You know, they have a NASCAR. I don't know if you've seen this.
I had seen
Yeah.
something on Twitter, I think, or
a
YouTube.
unicorn pooping out a rainbow Bitcoin on a NASCAR. Love it. Love it. It's like it's on the back
I
of
totally
it.
want
It's
to take
on- it's
Crypto
on the-
Loves Unicorn and freaking put Deadpool on him.
I was talking to Raven the other night about it, and I was like, have you ever seen Crypto Loves like mascot? And he goes, no. I said, you need to go look that shit up, dude. I said, you love unicorns, you got to go look at that. And he's like, wow, you can't like unsee that. No,
Nope.
that's burned into your brain for the rest of your life. You're forever going to see a unicorn pooping out a rainbow with a Bitcoin at the end of it.
Well, did you see the unicorn video that I shared in the Discords? Oh, come on. You obviously have not seen it. Otherwise, there would be no because you can't unsee a unicorn pooping ice cream.
No, I didn't see the unicorn pooping ice cream. I heard about it. I've read about it. But I never fully.
Well, I was on Instagram and I was scrolling through, and
I love Instagram.
you know those sponsored posts. Well, some advertising company had created a sponsored post that showed clips of different projects that they had done, and one of the clips out of all the different projects that they were showing in this sponsored post was a unicorn pooping ice cream. And I'm like, what the hell? I gotta find this. I gotta find it. And it was like 3 to 5 minutes of absolute hilarity. You know,
I'll have to go find it.
You got to look it up. You got to look it up.
Is it on your YouTube channel?
No, it's not
Or
on
is
my
it just-
YouTube channel.
Just
But
on YouTube in general.
yeah, just go to YouTube. I know it's in
Unicorn pooping out ice cream.
Yep.
Okay.
Just unicorn pooping ice cream. That's all you gotta look up, and you will be entertained and horrified all at once.
Of course, type everything in, and it's unicorn pooping ice cream.
Which would actually make a pretty good comic, but
Oh God, yes. Okay, the Squatty Potty. Okay.
Yes. You remember it?
Oh yes. As soon as I seen the word Squatty Potty, I said, "Oh yeah, I watched that. Yeah, you can't unsee that, man. That's burned in my brain." I think I showed my wife that.
Yeah, what'd she say?
She's like, "What is wrong with you?" A lot. If you want to really know. I can name like 10 things right off the bat.
The best part isn't even when the kids are, eating the ice cream on the ice cream cone. The best part is when he hands them toilet tissue to wipe it off.
Here.
It just really cements that idea of poop.
It's charm and soft. It's so soft, I wipe my face with it.
Oh man. Yeah, there's so much trouble you can get into with the Crypto Nation just because we have this much fun.
So my wife was like, she goes, oh man, what day? It was like a week ago. I was literally crying at my desk. I don't remember what it was. I was following something that was being said on the pub, and I couldn't stop. I was crying, like I was tearing up, and my wife's like, "What is wrong with you?"
Yeah.
I said, "I just need you to watch this." She watched it, and she was like, "So stupid." You're stupid. Tell me this is stupid. What's wrong with you?
Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, and it's great, and it's where I need to be.
All right.
I've always been, kind of like the me kind of person,
Yeah. Okay.
I always have that little smart ass attitude.
Yes, that's one of the reasons why we got along so great in Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
It's
So
like,
she's
dude,
like, I was like, how was it? And I said, I've never met so many people that are so much like me in one place. I said, it's terrifying.
And then she was like, "Oh Lord, you're never going there again."
She's like, oh, well, I'm glad you had fun, but you got to come back home. We'll see.
Yeah. All right.
It's only a 13-hour drive. I could go missing.
Exactly. It's only 13 hours. I mean, Vegas for me is like 5 hours, but I mean,
oh man,
who cares? You know, I've driven from California to Wisconsin to New York. You know,
that was my longest drive, especially by myself.
Oh,
driving
to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. It was 13, 14 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
straight there. I didn't stop. I stopped to take a piss and fill my gas tank up, but
yeah,
it was straight through, man.
Yeah,
it was easier going there. The drive back was the struggle.
The drive back was a struggle. You know,
I was tired, dude. I was so tired.
Freaking shit we did, and how late we stayed up, how much we drank. It's like, dude,
I stopped like a quarter of the way there, dude. Like the sun had just started coming up, and I had to stop because I was falling asleep. I was like, oh, I need coffee and a nap. I was like an hour. I was almost 2 hours behind schedule. My wife's like, "What happened?" And I said, "I had to like pull over and go. Now I take a nap. It was bad."
Atlanta was great because not only did I
so ready to go back.
Stuff myself with freaking amazing food, but
and all the knowledge.
Yeah, the knowledge was amazing.
All that knowledge.
Here, the fun part. I don't think there was an hour that a beer wasn't to my face. It's like the entire time that we were there. If I wasn't sleeping, there was beer in my hand, and
if I wasn't sleeping, I was smoking or I was drinking. And
you know what?
And I was like,
I never
what did you learn? And I said, a lot.
Yes.
I learned how much I can drink.
I learned how much I can drink
before I can stop remembering.
A buzz. I was maintaining my mental facilities the whole trip. Just making sure, if something happens because somebody decides to have too much, Doc's here. It's like, but I think
I know when to stop.
I think Peter noticed that.
That's when he was like, I think they expected more rowdiness from all of us, and we're like, nah, like
it's like, no, we're freaking adults here.
We're too good for that.
We're definitely. Well, not only that,
we're here to have fun, but we're here to get messed up too.
But we're not here to mess up the venue and make them freaking say you can never come back again. We knew that
they invited us back. Like, you better come back next year. Duh.
Exactly. It's like,
dude, you let us stay in that conference room until like 5 a.m. Yeah, we're coming back.
Yeah, we're coming back for that room. That conference room being open and available to us like nonstop. Even like the day after, it was still available to us, even though we weren't booked for it.
Mm-mm.
That was fantastic. And then I think to them the fact that we were respectful to the other guests, we weren't getting too loud. Yeah, we were having fun. We were drinking, we were hanging out, but we weren't disrespectful to the other guests.
You can go eat your crackers.
Oh.
Yeah, it was nuts, dude, man. I loved it.
Yeah.
I love having the conference room all to ourselves, and it was a good spot too.
Well, plus I'm pretty sure, us cleaning up after ourselves and not leaving a huge fucking mess, they're like, these are the best guests ever. It's like, damn,
I know, because
we want to come back.
The day that we all the morning that we all left at like 5 o'clock in the morning from that conference room to go to bed. And I was walking out to my room or whatever, and the cleaning guy was like, "Hey, I don't want to like upset y'all, but y'all got to get out of that room. I have to clean it." And one of the night workers, he goes, "No, they have permission from Jerry to be in that room as much as they want, as long as they want, and whenever they leave that room, you go clean that room." And I was like, and he was like, "Oh, okay. Are y'all almost done?" I said, "Probably not, dude. To be honest, probably not." Throw it away. And he was like, "Oh, okay." And then he went in there, and he was like, he saw me the next day. He goes, "Hey, thank y'all so much for cleaning up after yourselves." And I was like, "We're not like heathens."
See, but that's what
Well, like,
hotels
we're
expect.
all like they expect you to destroy their stuff, and then they have to clean it. I'm like, no, dude, we ain't gonna do that to you. I know you don't want to clean it as much as we don't want to clean it, but we're gonna clean it for you because it's the right thing to do. We're not hooligans.
Exactly. Plus,
A lot of us were younger, but we're respectable.
yeah. And
I'm
not
20. I'm
only
27. I ain't here to mess somebody's
no.
stuff up, dude. I'd be mad if they mess my stuff up.
Exactly.
I mean,
don't shit where you eat. And you know what? That was where we were eating.
Right.
That was where we were sleeping. That was where we were like, hey, if we come back, we need a place to stay. Best to leave a good impression so they will welcome us to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of saying, oh, fuck no, get the hell out. You are
Yeah,
never coming back. And then
They
we're
went out of their way to help us. They're like, oh, like you need ice? We'll leave ice out for you. We'll make sure you're taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're awesome.
Yeah.
And then,
That
that next morning, though, I seen those trash cans. Ooh, man, those trash cans were full.
Well, that's because we cleaned up after ourselves.
All three of them, dude. They were like stacked over. I was like,
that was literally the only
where's y'all's dumpster? I'll take one of these out for you. I feel bad.
Trash cans.
I was like, oh my gosh. Those things were plumb full, dude. And I was like, they're like, man, y'all had a good time last night. If we had 2 refrigerators full of beer and there ain't none left, so yeah, good time.
Yeah. Yes, we did.
We woke up and they're like, is there any beer left? No. No. It's like, no. It's like, when y'all stop drinking last night? Like an hour before we went to bed? Why? So we ran out of beer. And we all knew better. We're like, we're not leaving. We're all we're too messed up to be leaving. Let's just go to bed. Let's be responsible.
Yep.
We got to get up in like 5 hours.
Mm-hmm. For 3 hours for some of us.
Well, we got stuff to do.
Exactly.
Well, I was like, man, you didn't sleep much.
No.
Nobody for the week, man.
Slept. Are you freaking kidding me? I think the only people that actually slept were, like the people that brought their wives. It's like, yeah, I'm tired. Need to go to bed. Okay, honey.
All right.
I remember we thought we were like the last 5, and
And you see what's his face come down. He goes,
yeah.
Where have y'all been? Where have you been?
It's like
we've been here like all day.
Time. You left for
My wife
dinner.
came and-
No, we were out here the whole time when you came back.
My wife took a nap, and you should have posted on like the group chat, man.
We would have said, "Hey, come join us."
We were all getting yelled at anyway for posting on the group chat while we're all sitting next to each other. I'm not gonna lie. Whenever we
5
came back
guys
from that
sitting
trip,
next to each other, freaking posting on Discord, talking to each other on Discord,
blowing up emojis, maxing out emojis. Dude, I ain't gonna lie. When I came back from that, and I looked, and when I tried to do like emojis like on my phone on Discord, I get limited. It limits me. If I click them too fast, it says emoji limited.
Mm-hmm.
What? No, I should never be limited. And my wife was like, "That's what you get." And I was like, "Probably." I was like, all of us probably got limited from that night. Y'all are done with emojis. Y'all can't do it anymore.
Yep. No more emojis for you. You're crashing the system.
I got to uninstall the app and reinstall it. I want to post 10 emojis every second. Dang it.
Let's see what we can do with this. Well,
Right?
hey, I thank you for coming on the show. I have like seriously gone way over.
I think you got to go, dude.
Yeah, I was supposed to go like at the maximum, like 10 minutes ago. So, thank you for being here, coming on. I really appreciate it. I got a comic out of it. When you're on a podcast
nice.
and your daughter's trying to help. You're done. or whatever it was that I said on it, but that's the purpose of like having these chats is to have a good time, hang out, freaking, and come up with great ideas. So
yeah, I love it. It's been great.
I'm not working today, but I do have to run errands. Otherwise, I could do this until you had to leave. My kids are in school and it's my day off. So
yeah, I got to go to work at 5
p.m.
Sadly, yes, p.m.
Yep. Oh, so you're working grave just like me.
I get off at 10. I work like 5 hours.
Oh, you lucky son of a gun. Well, There you go.
But it's Friday, so it's gonna be a terrible night. It's payday, so everyone's gonna come out to eat tonight. It's gonna be bad, all bad. I'm gonna have like a dinner rush from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and it will never stop. It'll be full line all the time. Never. Oh, you need to pee? No, you're gonna piss yourself.
Hey, what restaurant do you work at?
Swadley's
Swadley's where?
barbecue. It's in Oklahoma. It's an only Oklahoma-based company.
Okay, that's kind of like Sundrop being exclusively east of the Mississippi.
Yeah, kind of like that, you know. Kind of like that. I've been looking for it ever since I came back.
Yeah.
Every store I go into, I'm gonna look for it, see what's in here.
Did you find any?
No, I live in Oklahoma.
So.
I'm in the middle of the United States.
And you're west of the Mississippi, aren't you?
Yeah. I've seen it before though. That's the crazy thing. But
Sundrop did come to California for 1 year before Sundrop realized that they had shipped it west of the Mississippi, and they're like,
"Oh, we made a mistake."
They cut that shit off because they had promised that they would be exclusively an East Coast drink.
Yeah, because everywhere else has like Squirt. We have Squirt. I like Squirt. It tastes like Sundrop to me. It's great.
And on that note, we're leaving.
No, bad choice.
Sundrop like that. That's blasphemy, damn it.
It tastes like grapefruit to me.
It does taste like grapefruit.
It's that citrusy thing, you know. And
grapefruit.
Squirt is a grapefruit soda, so not citrus.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Just
dang right, dude.
Just like I know the Sundrop's not everybody else's.
Come on. I'm entitled to my opinion.
All right, brother. Thank you very much for being here. Everybody else, see you next time. Have a good one.
Later.